Hi, I'm Caio Sampaio, and I'm here to use my expertise as a career expert and certified professional resume writer to show you how to write your nurse resume. And I would like to start by telling you one thing. Recruiters definitely prefer nurses who are organized and practical. So you must ensure your resume reflects that, as it'll be the very first impression that recruiters will have of you. And you cannot go wrong with a resume that delivers a first impression like this. This is a fictional nurse resume example that I created for this demonstration. It's organized and lets recruiters find the information they want effortlessly, being sure to deliver a strong first impression. And the good news here is that you can create a nurse resume like this in just 5 minutes, regardless of whether you are an experienced or a new grad nurse, because you just need to use the Tech Resume Builder. Even if this is your first time writing a nurse resume, the Tech Resume Builder will walk you through all the steps you need to create a perfect resume. So the very first step is to visit tech.com and click Try a Resume Builder. Then create your resume now. And now we're going to go to the Tech Resume Builder Templates Gallery. Here you can see all the templates that the Tech Resume Maker offers. In all of them, you can change the fonts and the colors. And for a nurse resume template, it's best for you to avoid being too creative. So I would advise you to avoid using too much color. But regardless of what you create, all the resume templates you see here are ATS friendly. So for this demonstration, let's pick the template I used to create a nurse resume example that you just saw. And here you can either upload an existing nurse resume or create one from scratch, which is what we're going to do for this presentation. And now you can start making your nurse resume. And the first step is sharing your full name and job title, like ICU nurse, travel nurse, ER nurse, and so on. Then you should add your phone number and email. There's no need for you to share more information than that, unless the job ad specifically asks you for a piece of information. And now, speaking of information, it's time for you to inform the Tech Resume Builder why you're writing a nurse resume, so it can offer you a tailored experience that is perfect for your needs. Let's assume you're seeking a nursing job. And speaking of jobs, it's time for you to cover your work history. And first, you just need to provide your job title and the name of the hospital, clinic, or company where you worked and for how long you worked there. And once you've added all this information to your nurse resume template, you just need to share some bullet points with your responsibilities and accomplishments. Things like training new nurses or helping boost patient satisfaction rates. And if you are a little bit stuck, you can just search for your job title on the left, and the Tech Resume Builder will show you some tailored suggestions, which were all written by certified professional resume writers. And if you still need some help, you can come up here and click Tips to see more advice written by these certified professional resume writers. And now it's time to talk about your education. And this section is particularly important if you're writing a new grad nurse resume. And the first step here is sharing your highest obtained degree. And in the case of the nurse resume example that I showed you, it's a bachelor's degree. And with that out of the way, you just need to fill out the fields that you see on screen. But if you lack professional experience like a new grad or a student nurse, it's best for you to bolster your application with more information about your studies. In the case of the nurse resume example that I showed you, I included some relevant extracurricular activities and one accomplishment. And now you need to add some skills to your nurse job resume. Ideally, you should aim for something between 6 and 12 skills. And as always, the Tech Resume Builder offers you some suggestions tailored to your job title. And it's important for you to be sure to add some soft skills as well, since you're going to be dealing with a lot of people at your new job. And you can also grade your skills from 0 to 5. And that brings us to the nurse job resume summary, because after going through all these steps, now you have an excellent idea of your career highlights, and you can use them to create a compelling introduction that will turn heads in the recruiter's office. And the Tech Resume Builder helps you with many suggestions tailored for your professional title. And now you can add some additional sections to your resume. 2 that you should absolutely include in your nurse resume are licenses and certifications, to ensure recruiters know you have the knowledge and credentials needed to work as a nurse. To include a nursing license, you should share the license type, the name of the licensing body, the name and the number of the license, and its expiration date. As for your certifications, be sure to also list them by including their full name, issuing body, and the date when the certification was issued. Also mention the expiry date if applicable. And when creating additional sections in your resume, you can also share some extra things to your nurse resume that will help you stand out. Languages are critical, for example, as communication is everything when treating a patient. And some of them may not speak much English, some may not even speak much English at all. This is just an example, but you can add anything that shows you can make a difference in a hospital or a clinic. And let's move forward to the final step. But before that, I have good news to share with you. Any resume you create in the Zeti Resume Builder is made with the Smart Applied technology, which improves the document's readability in the screening software that recruiters use, making your resume rank higher than those of other candidates. And now the very last step is making any final tweaks to your nurse resume. You can change the fonts, color, and even templates. You can also change the order of the sections. If you are writing a new grad or nurse student resume, you should put your education first, for example. And once everything looks good, you just have to come here and click Finish Resume to download your nurse resume as a PDF. And that's all. And now if you want to see more detailed advice, you can read our full article written by a career expert. The link is in the description below. And we would appreciate it if you could drop this video a like if you found it useful. You can also subscribe to the Zeti Resume Builder YouTube channel to see more tutorials that will help you get your dream job. And that's it. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.